Clearly, one of the most interesting areas of dairy production is robotics. Everybody's excited about the idea of robots for milking their cows and for push-ups. However, we have the opportunity with Alika Chuck to listen to what farm robotics are doing with robotics and how that's going to change the way we farm on the dairy. So over to you, Alika.
Thank you so much, Aidan. So within the next 50 years, the world's population will increase to over 10 billion people. And to keep up with global demands, farm robotics is developing a way to increase the health and length of life for the animals producing dairy and beef products. So my co-founder, Marinas Dijkstra, is a dairy farmer himself. And at his farms, he gives 54,000 shots annually. He has 3 full-time employees who have to locate these cows and give these shots. But unfortunately, these employees don't give shots 100% correctly. But by eliminating these 2 issues, his farms could be receiving an additional $275,000 per year. Now today, dairy farmers around the world have to give millions of vaccines and reproductive products to their cows, which creates 2 problems. 1, to give these shots, it requires a lot of labor and training. And 2, 1/3 of the cows in the industry do not achieve 100% compliance rate, meaning they don't receive the full required schedule of vaccines or reproductive products. And my partner Marinas has had over 20 years of experience with these issues. So to solve this problem, Farm Robotics is developing a robotic injection system called SureShot. So once a cow exits the milking barn, she'll be scanned by an RFID and camera ID reader to determine if a shot is needed. The gates at the injection site will then close, and a bumper restraint will then extend to relax and restrain the cow. She will then be scanned again to determine what type of shot is needed and is also weighed on a scale below. The robotic arm will then deliver the injection with the custom end-of-arm tooling in the cow's neck region. The gate and bumper restraint will then release, allowing for the cow to follow down her exit lane back to her respective pen. And so all the data that's recorded through our system will be uploaded in real time to the dairy management system for the farmer to view at a later time. So missing these cows' reproduction schedules and the additional cost of labor, dairy farms miss out on up to $285 per cow per year. Now, as you can see, SureShot will be utilized, data will be uploaded in real time, and the farmer can then view the data at a later time and really make better informed decisions. So to put things into perspective, a dairy will see an average ROI between 1.5 to 3 years, depending on the size of the operation, as well as their specific labor and reproductive needs. So why now? Well, with the rising cost of labor, shortage of skilled workers, and competitive food market in place, now is the perfect time to integrate our technology into the market. And most importantly, we provide a solution for the traceability of pharmaceuticals for the very first time in a global market that cares about where their food came from. Now, our initial target market are the largest dairy farms in the US, representing 6 million of the 9 million cows. And after establishing our presence in the US, we will move to the large dairy farms in Asia, Europe, and the Middle East who also experience these same compliance issues. We will then target the 50 million beef cattle industry in the US simultaneously. Now, all sales in our model consist of selling a system for a 3-lane application, considering we will be focused initially on the 25% of dairy farmers who milk 75% of the cows. And going further, to make it easier on farmers, in fiscal years 2 and 3, we would like to implement a lease-to-buy program for dairy farmers through our established relations with Dairy Farmers of America, a major dairy cooperative in the US. Now, our team has a lot of experience in the dairy business and have deep connections throughout the industry. Our unique skill sets and areas of specialization make us the perfect team to build this technology and take it to market. Additionally, to scale farm robotics globally, we have strategic alliances in place with the companies shown. Dairy farmers can now maintain a 100% compliance rate, giving them peace of mind that their cows will live longer, healthier lives, and produce more high-quality milk. Thank you.
Excellent. Marcia, do you have any questions for Alika?
Yes, sure. This is just quite interesting. So what's something that excites your team regarding the future of your technology?
Yeah, so I think what really excites us is with all the data that we plan to aggregate through our systems and really run studies on in the longer term, we want to be able to identify ideal data points based on historical health events in the cow's life to then create predictive modeling and ideal outcomes for animals regarding reproductive protocols and also immunization protocols. So going a little further, we want to take into account, weight of the cow, breed of the cow, specific historical events in the past that she's gone through, when a shot has been given, how many doses of that shot, to really break it down on an individualized basis to optimize the shot delivery process.
Alika, can you give me a sense of the type of customers that you think are the most going to get the most value out of the system? Maybe size of farms and locations of what you think will be the best for your technology.
Absolutely. So currently, we're looking at farms ranging between 600 cows all the way up to 15 to 20,000 cows, really. But initially, we're focused on the 3 to 4 to 5,000 cow area within California, Texas, Wisconsin, New York regions, and going a little further, companies that already use robotics on their operation that could benefit further. Those who utilize a large labor force when delivering shots and can see significant returns on not only on the labor side of things by not having to spend money on that no longer, but also on the reproductive and immunization side of things, really seeing an increase in herd performance and profitability, really.
Very cool. And your technology is so new in the market or being developed. So what's the IP status of your technology today?
Yes, so we filed for our non-provisional utility patent back in 2018, and we are awaiting to hear back from the USPTO, but we are expecting to have our patent granted on our technology by early to mid 2021.
So I completely agree. We said something about compliance, especially if you look at synchronization protocols for reproduction and not 100% compliance. Do you have any idea what could be the potential improvement in pregnancy rates by using your technology?
Yeah, so we think on average, just in general, when there is a 1 percentage point increase, we believe we can achieve on average $15 per cow per year. And so it does depend a little bit on how good the farmer's current reproductive schedules are in terms of compliance. That will show the potential return. But yeah, in total, dairy farms miss out on up to $285 per year, $85 per cow per year on the labor side, and up to $200 per cow per year on average on reproductive and herd performance side of things. So there's a lot of opportunity in general for farmers to take advantage of and really create a healthier and stronger herd for their operation.
Alika, I really like the technology, and you mentioned Dairy Farmers of America. I'm sure milk producers in general, they're obviously focusing on all of the additional benefits that your technology could bring. Have you thought about the implications from a welfare perspective or from an environmental perspective? What are the other benefits you might see by using this type of robot?
Yeah, so in general, dairy farmers will see a reduction in replacement costs as well in terms of ensuring their herd is healthy in a sustainability aspect and trying to reduce just in general the carbon footprint. In the longer term of our project, we do want to run all of our systems on renewable energy sources. So we're currently exploring other avenues regarding sustainable technologies to see how we can implement that into SureShot, but that'll be later down the road. So we're definitely focused on the longer term of the dairy industry as well and trying to reduce that carbon footprint.
So Alika, with my experience to work with robotic milking systems, I see it's important to have a local distributor who works with the producers. What's the plan for your technology?
Yeah, so initially we'll be working direct with dairy farmers, but we're also currently in the process of figuring out things for the future in terms of larger distribution. So for anyone that's watching and is interested in helping out, we're happy to start a conversation on that with you.
Look, I really love everything that we can do to reduce the labor component and particularly make workers smarter. So farm robotics clearly is part of that future. Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.